Ladies and gentlemen, Activision has finally done something amazing, and I'm not sure if you already heard about this because this is kind of old news. This happened yesterday, but I decided I want to talk about it today because it's pretty huge, and if you don't know about it, you should know about it. So what Activision did is they actually went back and fixed the servers on the old Call of Duty games. So this is mainly referring to Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, and Modern Warfare 3, because all 5 of those games had a buttload of server issues for the past couple years. Now, every now and then you'd be able to find a lobby on some of these games, but not frequently. And for some of the games like Modern Warfare 3, you could literally never find lobbies. Now, this is only on Xbox, by the way. They fixed them on Xbox. I don't think they did anything for PlayStation. I don't know if PlayStation was already broken with the servers before, or maybe those servers are fine. I have no idea, but this is all about Xbox, and obviously we know why they probably did that, which we'll talk about that a little bit later, but essentially these servers are actually playable now. You can actually find lobbies, and before, a lot of people just assumed maybe there's not enough people online to find lobbies, but that never really made sense because, you know, there's definitely enough people, even if there's like 50 people playing. That's enough to find one single lobby, but sometimes you'd be waiting for literally hours before you can find anything, and sometimes you'd never be able to find anything, and that was in particular with Modern Warfare 3. So it kind of sucked that you could just literally never play the game, and the only way to play it was on the Plutonium servers on PC, which I never wanted to do. I want to play on Xbox. I prefer playing on console, so it just was one of those things where it was just like, okay, that COD's just not going to be playable anymore. They finally went and fixed the servers, so now you can actually find lobbies. Of course, assuming there's enough players online to actually find a lobby, which it's pretty rare there's not going to be enough players on it. Like I said, you only need like 12 people for one lobby, so as long as there's more than that, there's at least a chance of you finding a lobby, and that is just wonderful news all around. I never expected them to do this. Very thankful that they did. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean that the games are 100% perfect, of course. They didn't fix everything. There's still a lot of hackers, there's still a lot of glitches, there's still a lot of lag issues in the servers, in particular with Modern Warfare 3. I have decent Wi-Fi, and I haven't been able to play a Modern Warfare 3 game since this update without it being incredibly laggy. So yeah, of course those aren't fixed. There's still going to be hackers every now and then, but the point is, at least they're playable. At the very least, you can hop into a lobby and get a chance of finding a good lobby. And I have for a couple of games in COD 4, I've gotten a couple of lobbies in Black Ops 1 that have been perfectly fine, same with Modern Warfare 2. So they're playable now. You can actually get lobbies. Again, it's just not everything is going to be perfect, which, like I said, is better than nothing. Now, obviously, we can assume this is being done because of the whole fact that Microsoft is buying Activision, and although the deal didn't go 100% through yet, it's like pretty certain it's probably going to happen, and it seems like Activision's getting prepared for it because all of these old Call of Duties are very likely to be coming to the Xbox Game Pass. And if you don't know what Game Pass is, if you're not an Xbox player or you just haven't ever purchased it, it's like around $15 a month, and you just basically get access to a bunch of games, which is a really great deal because obviously if you wanted to play all of these games, otherwise you'd have to pay for them each individually, and that's a lot of money. It's the same thing as like a streaming service on, you know, like Disney Plus, Netflix, where instead of buying all these movies and shows separately, you just pay like $15 a month to just get access to all of them. It's a fantastic deal, and I think as long as you play maybe even just a couple of games there, even just like one of the, even if you play one game on Game Pass per month, one new game you haven't played before per month, you are still saving money than you would if you bought each of those games, you know, separately. And there's actually a lot of games on Game Pass. They have most of the Halo games, most of the Battlefield games, and just a bunch of other games. Decent amount of stuff there, right? And so with this deal going through, it's pretty likely that all of the Call of Duty games are now going to hop on Game Pass. Now, are the new games going to be going on a big Game Pass as well? I don't know. That's definitely a bit more up in the air at this point. But at the very least, we can be pretty certain that all the old Call of Duty games, especially the 360 era ones, are definitely going to be going to Game Pass, which means a lot more people are going to be playing those games, which means they need to make sure those servers work, because if someone downloads one of their games from the Game Pass and it just does not work, that's a problem. That looks bad for them. That makes people go, oh, well, this is a game on Game Pass and it doesn't even work. Why does that make any sense? They need to make sure these games are up and running. And yes, that means fixing the servers, which is huge, which is why I wanted this Microsoft deal to go through in the first place, because I knew this would happen. I knew they would go back and fix them if it meant they were going on the Game Pass. There's no other reason for them to fix them otherwise. So yes, great news. I'm very happy. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of videos on some of the older Call of Duties just because now I can actually play them and get good gameplay. It's just, of course, some of them still have some issues. Like I said, Modern Warfare 3, there's still a lot of server problems here and there, but it's better than nothing. So let me know your guys' thoughts of this in the comment section below. I definitely recommend you going and checking out these old games and just having a blast, just like you're a kid again, right? That's what I love about going to the old CODs. It just gives me that nostalgia that I've been missing, and it's fun. So I will see you on my next one. Peace out.